Hey there, hi there, Leos, and welcome to your Make a Wish reading with me, Priscilla B. So, basically, in this reading, you are going to be making 3 wishes, and each wish is going to be associated with a destiny, the doors of destiny, oracle cards. The doors of destiny, oracle cards. All right. So, let's see. For your first wish, all right, so take a minute to think about your first wish, and we're going to go from there, what your first wish may be. Let's see. Oh, okay. So it looks like your first wish is the door of love. Wow. Big, beautiful love. All right. And it says here affection, romance, passion, devotion, and tenderness. Wow. Oh my goodness. And also the other wish that came out for your second wish, but again, if you haven't made it already, that's fine. We'll get to it. But the door of balance, harmony, equilibrium, stability, moderation, and fairness. Okay. So, wow. So love and balance. Interesting. Okay. Uh let's first take a look at your, I feel like maybe these 2 wishes are maybe coinciding with each other, possibly. I'm not sure exactly how that's working out for you. Um but yeah, let's take a look. All right, so the Alice in Tarotland. Let's see what the Alice in Tarotland cards have to say about this, your first wish for love here. So we have the Knight of Wands. Okay. Um, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at the Knight of Wands. So this is adventure and ambition. This card symbolizes a time when you or someone around you is filled with youthful, dynamic energy and an unquenchable thirst for adventure. It signifies a fearless pursuit of goals, unbridled enthusiasm, and the readiness to embark on new ventures. The Knight of Wands encourages you to seize opportunities, act on your impulses, and charge forward with unwavering determination. It symbolizes a time of passionate pursuit and taking bold action. All right. So, with that being said, I feel like we move into your second wish because I think the love and the balance, like, you can't have one without the other, Leo. I feel like you need to have balance in order to have love. So, we have the 10 of Cups. And this card is all about love. Okay? It's about a sense of, like, I want to say family, but it doesn't have to be like actual blood relatives. It can be like um, people that you know as well. Okay. So the 10 of Cups. This is about harmony, joy, fulfillment, family bliss. Okay. It represents harmony, joy, family. Okay. This card signifies a time of emotional contentment and profound happiness, often associated with strong family connections and a sense of togetherness. The 10 of Cups invites you to appreciate the blessings of love, emotional support, and a harmonious home life. It symbolizes the fulfillment of your emotional aspirations and the deep sense of joy that comes from having loving relationships. This card encourages you to celebrate the beauty of shared moments and the warmth of your emotional bonds. Okay? And I feel like now that that has been established, okay, we have your third wish that comes in. Joy. See, look at that. That's your third wish. It's like once you have love, once you have balance, then you have joy. Okay? And it says the door of joy, happiness, delight, pleasure, bliss, contentment, and satisfaction. Okay, Leo. So that's really what you're like looking for right now. That's really what your goal is. Your aim is here with that. Seven of coins. Okay, this comes in as well with your joy card. Okay. So let's take a look here at this seven of coins. So the seven of pentacles, assessment, patience, investment. Okay, and the act of evaluating the results of your effort. This card symbolizes a time when you may be pausing to review your progress and determine whether your investments, whether financial or personal, are yielding the desired outcomes. It signifies a period of waiting and reflection as you assess the fruits of your labor. The Seven of Pentacles encourages you to be patient, trust the process, and make informed decisions about your future based on your current results. It symbolizes a time of careful evaluation and planning for what lies ahead. Okay, so yeah, that being said, I think it's really important for you, like with the timing of everything. Your wishes manifesting and coming true are important for you, but it's like taking some time for everything to just sort of balance out and come together and harmonize in like the right appropriate timing. And I feel like for you that timing is coming, like it's there. It hasn't fully revealed itself to you yet, but it's getting there. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to read some Soul Empath cards for you. We have the Chariot. We have Strength. And we have the Nine of Wands. Okay, so I feel like for you, it's a matter of timing for you for all of these three wishes to come true. But love is definitely something that the Chariot energy is picking up on. Like you're definitely I'm going to read the Chariot for you because that's definitely something that's definitely a very strong force and a pull. And it's like, are you riding the Chariot? I feel like you are. I feel like you're in charge here when it comes to your love life. But I also feel like there's some complexities and there are some things that are really like out of your control, Leo. And that's why you're kind of like trying to sort through it and trying to make sense of it. So the Chariot, willpower, determination, and direction. The Chariot represents determination, willpower, and focused movement forward. It signifies control, victory, and overcoming challenges through self-discipline. It is through strength of will that you will accomplish your goals. Outside forces may pull you in different directions, but focus on the path ahead. Be clear about what you want and stay true to yourself. Take action to build a relationship that is right for you. Use your determination to drive your career. Steer clear of office politics or other distractions. Your determination may have become an obsession, and it's time to reassess. On the other hand, it could signal lack of focus or loss of control. Recalibrate opposing forces to get back on track. So we really have to definitely like divide and conquer here. You can't just like be able to like appease to like everybody and what everybody wants. You're going to have to at some point, jump in the Chariot and just go and just take charge and take control back of your life, Leo. And that brings us to your second wish, which is all about balance and harmony and fairness and stability. And then that brings in the Strength card. Okay, so strength here is inner strength, resilience, lack of confidence, impulsive. Strength symbolizes inner courage, patience, resilience, and compassion. It represents gentle power and the ability to remain calm in difficult moments. Tap into your inner strength and resilience to overcome obstacles. Gain control through patience and compassion rather than outward force. Use empathy to nourish the relationship. Rein in any impulsive emotions and tackle obstacles with a sense of calm. Be confident in your abilities. Show how capable you are without letting your emotions take over. Reverse, this card signals a lack of self-confidence. It may also mean you are letting animalistic urges or aggression to take over. Yeah, I know. I feel like for you, it's like you got to bring out that sort of that lioness energy a little bit here, Leo. Okay, you can't. You want to tap into strength and you want to have the confidence. Then you know what to do. Like, you know how to do it. Like, you just have to, like, I feel like believe in yourself. Okay, that sounds so like cliche, but I feel like your third wish is going to help, because if you see that there's this third wish of joy and happiness waiting for you, okay, then that's going to just motivate you even more, knowing that you get 3 wishes, knowing that you get these 3 opportunities. And then we have this 9 of Wands. Okay. So this is persistence close to the finish line. Okay, this card symbolizes endurance, persistence, and protective strength. It acknowledges fatigue but honors your ability to keep going. You may be feeling exhausted from all of the challenges you face, but trust that you're almost there. Keep your grit as you push towards the finish line. The relationship may have faced difficulties such as distance, work, or past trauma. These issues are close to being worked through. The problems or long-term project you've been dealing with at work are close to an end. You may feel burnt out, but don't give up. You may be ready to throw in the towel, but this card is to push to keep going. Alternatively, it can mean stubbornness when the path forward is compromise. All right. And I don't think you're compromised here. I think, if anything, you're maybe a little bit hesitant toward like what you should do next. But I feel like the Ace of Pentacles in the World and the 10 of Wands, 2 of Cups. Yeah, so these next cards here are revealing how you can move forward. The Ace of Pentacles is all about abundance and joy and happiness and prosperity. That's coming in for you. The World energy, okay? This is you in your inner world, but you're letting in just a little bit of like light into your life. I feel like a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of motivation, a little bit of like, oh wow, like this energy actually sees me, like I can do this, like these wishes could actually come true for me. And then 10 of Wands, you're not carrying anybody else's baggage with you. You're not carrying anybody else's emotional baggage with you, Leo. Okay, sorry, not sorry. It's like you've had enough, I feel like, of other people's problems, other people's challenges, other people's situations. That's not going to help you get your love. That's not going to help you get your balance. It's not going to help you get your joy. 2 of Cups, soulmate connection, twin flames, okay? A union here. That brings you back to love again. That brings you back to your first initial wish, is to feel loved, okay? In the way that you experience it, in the way that you embody it, in the way that you embrace it, okay? So starting off with like the Ace of Pentacles here, we have opportunities, manifestation. This card represents new material opportunities, prosperity, and grounded beginnings. It reflects potential for growth and stability. Relationships, okay. The relationship may offer financial stability or security. This allows a solid foundation to focus on other ventures, either together or independently. An opportunity will soon arrive for you to increase your material wealth or health. Through driven actions, you can use it to manifest your goals. The prospect of a new job, promotion, or project may soon arrive. Take advantage to push your career further. Reverse, the coin is falling from the hand. Be extra careful with any business or financial decisions. Start saving for a rainy day fund if you don't already have one prepared. And then the 10 of Wands. This is like the Ten of Wands is really like you leaving the past behind, not like the past of like love. Okay, not that kind of past. Like you're not saying no to love. Okay, you're not saying no to balance. You're not saying no to joy because you have experienced those things in your past. It's just you've been for a very long time not experiencing it. So that has to become your past in order for you to move into your future where love is now waiting for you, where balance is now waiting for you, where joy is now waiting for you. If you keep reliving in the same cycles over and over again, that's always going to be your constant present, future, past. And in order for you to have a new past where you're reconnecting with love again, you're reconnecting with balance again, you're reconnecting with joy again, in order for you to get there, okay, you have to separate yourself from these energies that are just weighing you down and just constantly piling onto you. So that's the Ten of Wands. Responsibilities, burdens, too many responsibilities, burnout. The Ten of Wands represents responsibility, burden, and carrying more than your share. It signals the end of a long effort but encourages release. You may be weighed down by your responsibilities while blindly following your goal. While the end could be near, ask if you're pushing yourself too hard. Is there anything you can delegate? Other aspects of life, that's that balance again. Other aspects of life may be making it hard to focus on the relationship. Yeah, and see, that's the love. You want that relationship, you want that soulmate connection, but how are you going to get there if you're too busy walking around over here carrying everybody else's stuff? You got to release their stuff in order for you to get back to your love. Okay? You may also feel like you're carrying all the responsibilities of the relationship. You might need to ask your partner for help. Your partner, okay? I don't know if you have a partner, okay? But if you do, great. If not, there are other ways of asking for help and getting the support you need, okay? Career, you could be overworked and pulled into too many directions. See if the workload can be redistributed, okay? So you're carrying unnecessary burdens. Don't be afraid to say no to what is not worth your time, all right? And then we have the World card. Yeah, because I feel like you're saying yes to so many things that are just not worth your time. So this brings in the World, okay? This is you at the center here. This is everything else around you. You only want to, it's kind of like your bubble, your safe space, your sacred space. You only want to let in what's going to bring you love and joy and balance and harmony, okay? You don't want to let in anything else, anything negative, any burdens, for instance, any challenges that, aren't your own challenges, right? And it takes great strength to do that. Completion, fulfillment, and success. The World represents completion, wholeness, achievement, and fulfillment. It signifies the harmony that comes from finishing a meaningful cycle. The World signifies the end of a journey or project. Enjoy the fruits of your labor and take time to rest before embarking on the next adventure. The relationship may be bringing you happiness and fulfillment. This could lead the relationship to the next step. You may be at the satisfying conclusion of a long project or task. Your hard work could soon be rewarded. A phase of your life ending, but it might feel empty. Something may be preventing you from crossing the finish line. Maybe there's a spiritual block or a few tasks left to be completed. And then that brings in the Two of Cups. Okay? And that brings you back to love again. I feel like once you jump in the chariot, once you are channeling in your strength and your courage, once you are embracing and accepting, the rewards of your hard work, then you can start to celebrate again. This is a card of celebration, a union. Okay, so the Two of Cups, partnership and mutual relationship. And that's what the thing was saying, was like, maybe there's a partner you can pass some of the burdens along to, right? But if there isn't an actual physical person, it can just be like an energy that you release too. And I feel like there are connections, like for instance, your soulmate connection. Like you can I feel like you can like split the difference, like maybe they're going through some stuff and you're going through some stuff, but together you're like, you're stronger going through your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like that connection is solid. So the Two of Cups symbolizes harmony, partnership, and mutual understanding. It reflects balanced emotional exchange and connection. This card signifies a strong synergistic relationship on an emotional and philosophical level. It can be romantic, platonic, or business oriented. A mutually beneficial relationship is here on its way. You will push each other to reach new heights. Working with partners or colleagues can help both of you achieve your goals. There may be negotiations involved, but it would be a form of place of respect. There is disharmony in a relationship. Okay, I don't think this. I can't say how many relationships you're in. Okay, but I feel like the whole point of your three wishes is maybe you want to get out of certain relationships, or you just are done and tired with that energy that you've been dealing with that connection, and the initial connection may have faded, or circumstances might have changed. An open conversation can tell if it should be worked through or ended. Okay, so I'm not saying, like, clearly there's love here, there's a heart here. Okay, and clearly your very first wish was love, and your second wish that came out with that was balance and harmony. And I just think that at the end of the day, when you have those two wishes combined, that's going to bring in your third wish. Is your third wish going to come true if you're constantly trying to nourish and support a connection that isn't nourishing and supporting you back? That's not the Two of Cups upright anyway, right? And not in the correct sense. Okay, there's too many, like, awkward is like sugarcoating it. It's not awkward. Okay, it's uncomfortable. Okay, it's become so uncomfy. And it's like it's giving you the ick. Okay, there's something that's giving you the ick, but then there's something over here that once you release the ick, once you release the emotional baggage, once you release the other person's burdens, you're moving forward towards your soulmate connection. Okay, Leo, you're moving towards strength. You're getting in your chariot and you're moving towards better opportunities here. Okay, so that being said, I'm going to draw in your oh my god, my car. I need like a bigger desk. Okay, I love these tarot readers with these huge giant desks and this like whole setup. You can see like their whole thing. It's beautiful. You can see all the cards, all of it. It's amazing. I do not have that luxury. That's my wish. My wish is for like my own little studio. Okay, my little my art center. But that's all right. I'm grateful for what I do have. Okay, so let's see what the Atomic Tarot has to say. Warning in advance. Sometimes these cards come off really strong and say things that like might be a little bit like alarming, like just like serious, like straight to the point. I mean, I do see that I did lose like one subscriber the other day. I really don't like. I really could care less. Like, when you only have like 268 subscribers, like, I don't like. I'm grateful for what I have. Okay, I'm grateful for what I can get. Okay. Here we have the Knight of Discs. Okay, and we have like the snake wrapped around the harp here. It's two snakes, actually. One is up here, one is down there, and this one's chasing this one. I feel like there is a little bit of a chase going on here, especially with the Chariot energy, with love in regards to your wish. There's a little bit of a chase. Like, there is definitely someone here that is chasing after you. Okay, I feel like this could be your soulmate that is, like, looking for you, wanting you, trying to get your attention. But it does take away a little bit of focus off of like some of the other things that you need to do and some of your other priorities. But at the same time, I feel like it's also like a break, you know, like when you hear from your soulmate or you see your soulmate, they're clearly into you. This snake is clearly wanting this other one. So there could be a little bit of some oh my gosh, what was it called? Kundalini energy happening here. Is some sacral chakra type stuff. Okay, so your Knight of Discs. Let's take a look at the Knight of Discs. Air of earth, thoroughness, steadiness, rigor, and boredom. Yeah, sometimes you just get someone who's like super bored and they have nothing else to do except to like hit you up. Okay, Leo, which, you know, in a way it's like, cool, this person wants my attention, but on another scale, on another sense, is that really like healthy? I don't know. But let's see. We have the two of discs. Yeah, two of discs and the two of cups. Interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to do soulmate readings after I finish these Make a Wish because a lot of soulmate energy coming through here. Let's see. Change, Chakma of Asaya, Jupiter and Capricorn balance, everything flows. There's your balance. Yeah, this Knight of Discs is definitely in relation to love. It's like kind of like a, all right, yeah, that's definitely your balance here happening. And then the Six of Cups. Okay, we have the Six of Cups here. And this is pleasure, Tefereth of Bria, Sun and Scorpio, the old world, childhood rituals, social rituals, the gift of the past, fertility, and security. Yeah. There's definitely a love connection that is from your past that wants your attention now. Okay? They definitely want to reconnect with you, and it looks like that's something I feel like you need right now. I know a lot of people and readers and things will say like, okay, stay away from your past and all of that because your past is in your past. There's a reason for that. But there's something here. There's like a lesson here that it's like not meant to be like even really like a lesson. It's really just meant to be like fun, really. It's really meant to just bring you joy and happiness. And that's a lesson within itself. If you're trying to take something logical out of this, the logic is you deserve love. The logic is you deserve joy. The logic is you deserve balance and harmony. Even if that doesn't make a lot of sense to other people, you're not looking at what other people think. This isn't a time and a period in your life where you're like worrying what other people think of you. You're focusing on what you think of you and how you feel about it and the connection. Okay. So now I'm going to get a crow's insight card for you and finish out the reading. Faith. Hold on to faith in yourself and your journey. It strengthens resilience and optimism. So have faith in this connection. Your very first wish right out of the gate was love. And then everything else flows after that. So have faith in that and believe in that your wish to feel loved and to have love is something that is bringing you closer to yourself and your spiritual journey and is meant for you. If it wasn't meant for you, then it wouldn't even be an option, right? But it has become an option. And you don't want to be like somebody's like option, but like you also want to have a connection that feels safe to you or feels, I feel like, real to you, that's like authentic and not something that's just, other people's business mixing with your business and creating all this like illusionment, which I'm not seeing any of that coming through here. So I really do think that your wish is meant for all three wishes are meant for you and that this connection is meant for you. Okay, so that's my message for you, Leos. Love and light always. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now.